Why do we play Star Citizen? I don't mean that in the what does the game have to offer me? Is there a reason for me to log in? What's so great about it kind of way. I'm seriously asking, why do so many players, myself included, log in every day to play a game that isn't even finished? I might have an answer to that. Let me cast this in a different light while you make up your mind. When a AAA studio releases a game after months or sometimes even years of development and hype, and players actually get their hands on it only to find out that it's a buggy, janky, glitchy mess with server errors, desync issues, or netcode problems, players are outraged. People who shelled out $70 for that game are, understandably and by rights, upset, and they should be. The community is up in arms. Creators are making videos about it, people are writing articles about it, the game gets review bombed. CEOs and project managers who were promoting the game understandably become laughingstocks. This isn't the case with Star Citizen. It's held to a different standard. Why? Why do we let Star Citizen get away with this? We wouldn't let anyone else. It's because we knew Star Citizen wasn't finished when we bought in. It's a game in development, and we know that, and we want to support its development. Star Citizen is an alpha. It's an alpha that, just like any other game, you can buy, download, log into, and play 24/7 365, which could be argued doesn't make it an alpha, it makes it a soft launch. But it is an alpha. It's still in development. It's still actively in development. We support that development. Star Citizen is different. It's different because the players, the backers, allow it to be, when we wouldn't tolerate this from any other game. And it's because we have hope for what Star Citizen could be, and we want to see it come to life. As the financial backers, we want to see Star Citizen succeed. We want Star Citizen to be great. This is a great experiment. We knew we were buying into a game that wasn't finished, but we hope that it can be everything it can be. That's not what keeps us coming back, but it is something we share as an experience. We knew from the start this was going to be a long haul. We didn't know how long it was going to be, but now we're in for the dime and the dollar. From patch to patch, playability is questionable. The greatest challenge to playing Star Citizen is Star Citizen itself. Is it fun that keeps us coming back? Well, fun is subjective. Some would say the game isn't fun at all. There's nothing below the surface. Myself, I would say that currently the game is feature-rich and content-poor. What is the difference between features and content? Some ask. Having the ability to fire a gun in-game, that's a feature. Gameplay that gives you a reason to go out and fire that gun, that's content. The only real goal in Star Citizen, besides the experience of playing it, currently, is earning money to go out and buy more ships. And speaking to someone who has had every ship in the game by earning it in-game, let me tell you, once you have them all, there's really no drive to fly them anymore. So then why do we play? There are other MMOs, first-person shooters, flight sims, and big, beautiful, expansive space games. And they offer similar experiences, and sometimes they're very, very close or, in very rare occasions, comparable to Star Citizen. But the ability to get into our own ship, fly out of a hangar, fly around a planet, leave that planet, fly through space, go to another world, land our ship wherever we feel like it, and get out and walk around without load screens. That is something Star Citizen does better. We come back to Star Citizen because Star Citizen is freedom. In terms of what Star Citizen has already achieved, it is a major accomplishment. Where else have you seen this with this kind of fidelity? And that's part of Star Citizen's curse. It's less a game and more of a playable, screenshot-generating tech demo, which holds us with the beauty, wonder, and majesty of the universe that we live in, and the ability to go and explore it. And if this pans out, if 1.0 drops and this thing is actually a success, it's a fun, beautiful game that is highly polished, then it's going to make history. We've never seen a game of this scale and quality whose development was backed entirely by the player base who believed in the original pitch. Yes, it has changed from its original concept. Yes, it is bigger than they thought it was going to be in the beginning. Love it or hate it, that's part of the creative process. And the good news is that players actually have a hand in the development of this game. No, we're not coding. No, we don't get to make the decisions. But we do get to pop into the forums and voice our opinions about issues, features we want to see, the direction the game is going. We have a chance during the development, if we want, to stand up collectively and say, hey, this thing you're doing is stupid and we hate it. Can you please roll it back? And they might not, but at least we had the chance to say it. We are the investors, and we've chartered a ship that says Cloud Imperium on it, and we've sent it off into the night, and hopefully they're going to plant a flag in new territory. Now, it will be said that the game will be what Chris Roberts wants it to be because it's his game and he's the one who makes the decisions, and I would say you're half right about that. He is the one who makes the decisions. He's the captain of the ship. He's the one who came to us and said, if you give me money, I will give you this game, and we said okay. But it's not his game. We paid for it. It's our game. If you bought an automobile, and you woke up one morning and went out to your driveway, and that vehicle was a different color than it was the day before, and the manufacturer was standing there and said, well, hey, it's ours because we made it. We can do what we want. There's no way you would take that. Stop allowing game developers to take away the game that you purchased and turn it into something else after the fact. Hold their feet to the fire and keep the pressure on. Don't let go of what's yours. Hire a lawyer and assemble a class action suit if necessary, but stand up and say, you're not going to piss down my back and tell me it's raining. Now, the good news is that a game like this has the potential to stick around for a very, very long time. If it actually turns out to be a fun game, because of the high fidelity, because of the scalability, it can be around for decades. Let me remind you that the first MMO, Ultima Online, is still playable. It still averages over 10,000 daily active players after almost 30 years. Even now, they're still releasing content for it. And there's the key to longevity. Ultima has fun gameplay. Ultima has an approachable, detailed progression system that is highly rewarding. I look forward to the day in Star Citizen when I hear that if someone who played the game for decades passed their account on to their children after they died. If CIG can stick the landing, that's a real possibility. What the long game here is remains to be seen. Are they making a realistic space life simulator, or are they making a game engine? Star Citizen and Star Engine are creating one another. But the hard truth is that Star Citizen doesn't have to be good. From a business standpoint, Star Citizen only has to tick the box that it has been finished. It sucks, but that's the way it is. It's quite possible that Star Engine's ultimate purpose is to lease out to other companies for development. It wouldn't surprise me if CIG filled data centers with racks of meshing servers that they leased out for other things. If you haven't thought about it, scalable server meshing has a broad range of use not just for gaming but also for business and military applications. It's going to be quite the cash cow. I choose to believe this was not the intent behind this game. I choose to believe there are people at CIG who care about making a good game. I do not apologize for what I choose to believe, which is that there are people there who want to do something great for the community. I have been a gamer for 45 years. I've seen a lot of great things come and go. As a consumer, I always try to stay on the front edge of this. I've seen a lot of technologies show up that changed the world, and I've seen some technologies show up that should have changed the world and fell flat on their face. And I'm going to say this, if Star Engine and server meshing are the platform for the future of gaming, count me in. Be sure to tell me how stupid I am in the comments. Like and subscribe for more videos to hate. While you have it, play Star Citizen. Whether you're someone who loves the game, whether you're someone who just wants to see what happens, whether you hate the game and you want to see it fall flat. Even if you're just some architect who's between jobs, someone who wants to cap their level, a super Mac, some bored gamer, or you're just plain salty. While we have it, play Star Citizen and be free.